Do you ever wish you were bigger? Some things are hard for little people. They cannot see a parade if someone tall stands in front of them. They cannot reach the top shelf of the cabinet. Their legs sometimes do not reach the floor when they sit in a chair. Yes, little people sometimes have a hard time. The Bible tells us a story about a man who was very short. His name was Zacchaeus. Say it with me, Zacchaeus. When Jesus came to the town of Jericho, all the people wanted to see him. They came out of their houses and lined up along the street to see and hear Jesus. This little man Zacchaeus wanted to see Jesus, but he could not. Zacchaeus stood there, stretching his neck this way and that way, trying to see around the person in front of him. Every time he moved, the person in front of him moved. Jesus was about to pass, and Zacchaeus still could not see over the crowd. How he wanted to see Jesus! Maybe he pushed a little bit, trying to squeeze his way through the crowd. Maybe he looked for a friend who could let him stand closer. Nothing worked. Jesus was going to pass, and Zacchaeus was not even going to get to see or hear him. Finally, Zacchaeus had an idea. A big sycamore tree was just ahead, near the roadway. I will run on ahead of the crowd and climb that big sycamore tree. Then I can see Jesus. Quickly, Zacchaeus ran ahead. There were not so many people there. If he could just climb the tree quickly, he would get to see Jesus. The crowd was coming closer, he could tell. Zacchaeus may have been worried about his sin and wondered if Jesus could really forgive him. Zacchaeus was an important man. Perhaps he didn't want people to know that he had sinned or that he was worried about it, but Zacchaeus knew in his heart he had sinned. Maybe seeing Jesus would help. We don't know whether or not Zacchaeus intended to speak Jesus. Perhaps Zacchaeus had hoped no one would know he was there. But as Jesus walked along and Zacchaeus eagerly watched him, something happened that Zacchaeus didn't expect. Jesus looked up and saw him. Zacchaeus looked into Jesus' eyes and saw Jesus' love. Then, just think of it. Jesus spoke to Zacchaeus. Jesus called Zacchaeus by his name. Zacchaeus, hurry and come down. Today, I want to go to stay at your house. How happy and excited Zacchaeus was. I'm sure Zacchaeus did hurry just as fast as he could. Zacchaeus knew Jesus was God and that Jesus could forgive sin. Zacchaeus said, Lord, I'm going to give half of money to feed the poor. And if I have taken anything from anyone wrongly, I'm going to pay back 4 times what I took. Jesus said, Today salvation is come to your house, Zacchaeus. And then Jesus gave us one of the most wonderfully verses in the Bible. Jesus said, The Son of Man is come to seek and to save that which was lost.